covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
Tonight on Action News Now, a strike is averted as a tentative deal is reached that otherwise might have led to worker walkouts in 8 grocery stores in our area. Plus, it's a Redding Sunday tradition that's growing in popularity and produce. And a proud Chico High grad takes aim at a PGA tournament title. Action News Now starts now. Good evening. A strike was averted as the union that represents several grocery chains, including 8 Safeways in our viewing area, reached a tentative deal with Albertsons Companies, the parent company of both Safeway and Vons. The union represents 25,000 employees. According to the union, the tentative agreement includes, quote, meaningful wage increases and a, quote, fortified, secure retirement plan and properly funded health care benefits. However, the deal is not ironclad at this point. It still needs to be voted on by the union members. In other news, there was a fire near Magalia last night that required an evacuation order and 2 warnings. It broke out around 6 o'clock last night, grew to 3 to 4 acres in size. It happened in the area of Centerville Road near Nimshoe Road outside of Magalia. No loss of life or structure damage. The cause is under investigation. All right, let's check in on the lightning-caused green fire in Shasta County. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reported that there were more than 18,000 lightning strikes near the fire zone in the last 24 hours. As of early Sunday night, the green fire size was at 19,022 acres. That number has remained steady. Containment is at 79%, better than yesterday. Also encouraging is that the chance for thunderstorms will drop to 5% on Monday and Tuesday. Evacuation orders are no longer in place. However, evacuation warnings are still in effect. And turning to the Butler fire in Siskiyou County, where as of early Sunday night, the lightning-caused fire is over 20,000 acres in size and is 22% contained. There was a red flag warning due to scattered dry thunderstorms. Well, it's a Sunday tradition in Redding that's growing in popularity and produce. Thousands flocking to the Turtle Bay Farmers Market on Sundays, where fresh food and community spirit are always in season. Action News Now reporter Jesse Angelo takes a look at what the market means for the vendors and the community.
Great produce, happy, it's a great environment, happy people, and it's close to home.
Dozens of vendors line the grounds here at Turtle Bay every Sunday for the farmers market that features everything from organic produce to baked goods to handmade arts and crafts. Vendors here tell me that markets like this one are vital for their businesses, but also provide a great service for their customers.
As a farm agritourism business, we're a destination as well, so meeting the people and then bringing them up to the farm, very important.
We'd rather sell directly to our consumers rather than having to sell to third parties, second parties. It goes right off the tree on my table and then into your bag.
People from all over spent Sunday filling their bags with fresh produce and all sorts of treats and crafts. The Shasta Growers Association, who puts on the weekly market, says the Turtle Bay Market has become a popular destination.
We have a great flow of customers coming through. We get a lot of out-of-towners coming as well as the locals.
Today I sold prints to people from India, Colombia. They're coming from all over the world.
I love meeting the local vendors and hearing their stories, like this lovely artist here, and plus just all the trails and stuff. I had no idea that this was even available in the community, so we're all exploring it together.
The farmers market here at Turtle Bay provides an economic boost for the vendors and a sweet treat for the customers. In Redding, Jesse Angelo, Action News Now.
All right, the Shasta Growers Association has been putting on farmers markets in the Redding area since 1977. How about a little really good news? This is out of Butte County. Credit to the Table Church with collecting and giving away 445 backpacks with school supplies at 5 different locations. Some 24 volunteers took part in the effort. The church told me that they had kids from Oroville, Gridley, and Bangor come for the free backpacks and just in time for school. That really is good news. Way to go. Well, here's how it looked today in our area from the Ball Rock Alert wildfire camera in western Tehama County. Clear and warmer than yesterday. Now for the latest conditions, let's check in with Court Klopping. He's in our weather center. Court.
Hey, Jerry, not a bad Sunday across Northern California. Temperatures a little toastier, but still below average. 80s to lower 90s across the valley. 93 for Redding today. High of 87 degrees in Chico. 70s to lower 80s in most foothill and northern Sierra locations, and mostly mid to upper 80s in the northern mountains. With thunderstorm activity returning this afternoon and well into the evening, thunderstorms predicted to fizzle out overnight, but we'll see another chance for a bit of active weather rolling back into our higher elevations throughout the afternoon and evening hours yet again on Monday. Temperatures tomorrow ending up in the 90s for the valley, so heating up. Southeast wind at 10 miles an hour. Humidity as low as 24%, so fire danger still in that moderate to high range for your Monday. I'll be tracking how much warmer we're going to get this week coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, in state news, there was a deadly plane crash in Monterey last night. A search and rescue effort was underway this morning off the coast of Monterey as crews looked for possible survivors of the small plane crash. All 3 on board were found. None survived. People living nearby said they heard a plane going into the water at around midnight, having departed from San Carlos Airport late last night. Heading down south to Southern California, where a large blaze broke out near Los Angeles. Take a look at this. A brush fire burned in the Montecito Heights area last night at around 8 o'clock. Ground and air response crews were sent to battle the blaze, which firefighters said was burning uphill in heavy brush. 15-mile-per-hour gusts helped drive the flames, but fortunately, fire teams stopped it at 3 acres with no damage to life or property. Staying in California, a longtime Placer County farmer is sounding the alarm after ongoing thefts at his orchard. They're beginning to take a serious toll on his business. Connor McGill has his story.
In the past, we never had to have cameras, and now we have cameras everywhere.
Twin Peaks Orchards has been growing fruit in Newcastle since 1912. But farmer Justin Miller says theft is taking a toll like never before.
If you're hungry and you need something, we'd gladly feed you. But otherwise, you're just taking food off the table of our team members here that work very, very hard.
He recalls one recent incident.
Someone had pulled onto one of our access roads and was picking fruit, and one of our team members confronted them, and they had several large bags of fruit, and they just threw $20 at them. Jumped in their SUV and took off.
And even small thefts add up.
And if you take, even $150, that's the pay, a significant portion of pay for a person for one day. So, it all adds up, and that's just the ones that we've caught.
Under California Penal Code 487B3, stealing fruits or vegetables valued over $250 can be charged as grand theft. The Placer County Sheriff's Office tells CBS News Sacramento they take these crimes seriously, but catching the culprits on such a large property can be a challenge.
On the national stage today, President Trump and the European Commission announced a framework for a trade deal, Trump calling it, quote, powerful and, quote, the biggest of all the deals. The two allies account for almost a third of global trade. The deal includes a 15% tariff on EU goods, which is less than the 30% the president originally threatened. The deal also includes significant EU purchases of U.S. energy and military equipment. This agreement is part of the president's effort to reorder the global economy and reduce decades-old U.S. trade deficits. Authorities say they are seeking to file terrorism and assault with intent to murder charges against the suspect in that knife attack at a Walmart in Michigan yesterday. Christian Benavides reports that there is a suspect in custody thanks to quick action by bystanders.
Video obtained by CBS News shows the moment bystanders confronted a man suspected of going on a stabbing spree inside a Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan, Saturday. In a statement, the sheriff's office acknowledged the help from civilians and said a 42-year-old suspect acting alone used a folding knife to stab 11 people. The incident happened around 4:45 in the afternoon. The victims were rushed to local hospitals. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer said she was in touch with law enforcement and thanked first responders for their swift response. Walmart told CBS News violence like this is unacceptable. Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino wrote that FBI personnel are responding to provide any necessary support. The county sheriff said the victims consisted of 6 men and 5 women, and that at least 3 of the victims had to undergo surgery. The attack appeared to have been random, according to authorities, who have not yet released a motive. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
Police have not yet identified the suspect, but currently they believe that he did act alone. Coming up, air pollution may cloud more than just the sky. And there's a racial divide when it comes to prostate cancer and its treatment. Our weekly medical report is coming up.